Incredible India. check, 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 check. Requesting everyone to stand up, please. Follow. Good afternoon to everyone. Hope you are all comfortably seated and all are okay. If everyone is okay, I am also okay. So let's begin. So good afternoon to one and all, and a very warm welcome for this curtain raiser ceremony of Silver Jubilee function of KHS India. As you all know, a baby was born in 1997 called KHS India. Over past 25 years, the baby has grown into a team and has now reached the prime of its youth. And we are all here to celebrate this journey of 25 years of KHS India. We are privileged to have with us today Mr. Kai Akar, the Global CEO of KHS GmbH, and also the Director on the Board of KHS India, and Mr. Martin Resch, the Global CFO of KHS GmbH and Chairman of KHS India Board. Vielen Dank, Herren. I hope my German is okay. Thank you very much. So we will start this function by lighting the holy lamp, which we do as a tradition in India for start of any auspicious occasion. So I would now request Mr. Kai Akar, Mr. Martin Resch, Mr. Yatindra Sharma, and Mr. Partho Ghosh to kindly come onto the stage and light the holy lamp. And assisting them will be Sujata Nair and Sindhu Panikar.
शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती सरस्वती।
Thank you very much, all of you. The specially created task force for this occasion of Silver Jubilee and the KHS India management have choked out a year-long celebration program which will culminate into the grand finale on 26th February 2023, which is also celebrated as our annual day of KHS India. So we will have multiple functions coming up during the rest of the period till 26th February, and this is only the beginning. So the curtain raiser. And in continuation with the lamp lighting, we will now invoke the blessings of Lord Ganesha, the elephant god, who is also known as Vignaharta. Vignaharta means the one who conquers obstacles. And we normally worship this god so that we do not face obstacle in a project or in any task that we take up. And Silver Jubilee celebration is also like a project. So we will invoke the blessings of Lord Ganesha, and this will be performed by Heer Brahmbhat. Heer is the daughter of our colleague Abhinav Brahmbhat, who is part of the procurement team. So Heer is just reaching here, and here she is. And she will perform a dance sequence to worship Lord Ganesha. Here, please. Wonderful performance by Heer. Friends, no doubt she is the student of the Darpana Academy, which is the internationally acclaimed dance school of Ahmedabad. And Heer is shortly going overseas for her further studies. And I am sure she will continue to take care of that passion and worship the dance.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Heer. Give a big hand to her. And before we introduce the distinguished speakers for today, it will be a good idea to take a look at the corporate video film of KHS India. So, which was made this year only in 2022, post-pandemic. So, here is the corporate film of KHS India. Can we have the AV, please?
Incredible India. Amidst her civilizational roots and natural wonders, her vibrant colors and thriving cultures, was scripted another incredible success story of Indo-German friendship and collaboration. With over 150 years of illustrious history of path-breaking innovations and customer goodwill, this is the story of KHS, a name that needs no introduction in the filling and packaging world of the beverage industry. From humble beginnings in 1997 under technological excellence of KHS Germany and dynamic entrepreneurship of two visionary leaders, to state-of-the-art green sustainable manufacturing facility spread over 110,000 square meters. Successful partnerships with almost every renowned beverage brand in less than a decade. Be it the sheer fun, energy and vibrancy of carbonated soft drinks, or the frothy refresher of some of the world's greatest beers. Be it the splendor of nature in her variety of magical fruit juices, or her endless care in the nutrition of milk and milk-based beverages. Be it the exclamation of the connoisseur in a range of alcoholic drinks, or the elixir of life rejuvenating us in every drop of pure drinking water. KHS strives to bring the best of nature's abundant gifts and humans' curious crafts together, in content as well as in form. Be it the ubiquitous glass bottle or the new age lightweight PET one, the uber stylish aluminium can, the flexible and modern pouch, or the old faithful metal kegs. The vast range of KHS innovative solutions will keep marveling you endlessly. Till date, KHS India has delivered more than 2,000 machines in India and 20 countries across the globe. Propelled by an ever-motivated and ever-learning 450-plus team KHS. Any technology is only as smart as the hands and minds operating it. Over 7,000-plus personnel trained at the KHS Academy. Certifications that endorse high adherence to global standards and practices. A remarkably distinguishing attribute of KHS India has been its indomitable passion and courage to execute challenging first-of-its-kind projects in India. The first beer packaging line using flash pasteurizer. The first canning line for juices with an integrated piece dosing unit. The first high-speed spirits line for shaped bottles. The world's first PET bottle line with glass coating for CSD application. The list of firsts keeps growing.
Continuing our journey of excellence, KHS India is proud to present a unique technology marvel for beverage industry in India, Plasmax, a global innovation project led by KHS Germany along with Coca-Cola in India, a unique PET bottle with a coating of glass, giving freshness for more than 6 months and having amazing material savings on bottle weight. Such 12 projects are already in operation.
Today, KHS India can proudly say that our unrelenting quest for perfection towards the art and science of filling and packaging with the right people, partnerships, and processes has given us that natural competitive edge to deliver nothing less than the best. KHS India, leading the pursuit of excellence for humankind and business.
I'm sure that professionally made beautiful video would have captured your imagination and would provide the right launchpad for today's function. Now it will be the apt moment to introduce to you the 5 Commando Superman team, which was there since 1997 and it is there with KHS India today. Could we have the AV, please, of 5 commandos? Yeah, the 2 founders and supermen, Mr. Mahendra Patel and Mr. Yatindra Sharma. Many of the youngsters would be pleasantly see them in their youth 25 years back. These 2 gentlemen were superbly complemented by the 3 musketeer team, Partho Ghosh, Ajay Shah, and yours sincerely, Ravindra Kanetkar. While Mr. Mahendra Patel is traveling abroad at the moment, he could not participate in today's function, but he wanted to be very much present. So we captured his thoughts in form of a video. And this is what he had to say when we asked him to sum up his experience of 25 years with KHS. Could we have the AV of Mr. Mahendra Patel, please?
Summing up implies end. This is not an end yet. So I'm not summing up. I'm just summarizing of last 25 years of KHS journey. This journey is actually was started almost 10 years late. It was in 1988, 89 that KHS Germany wanted to come to India and start their activity. They did start with some other partners, including L&T and all that, and they couldn't succeed. And then in the end, in 1997, they came to us. So naturally, that time we were interested, and I jumped at the opportunity and I said, yes, we will do it. So that is how we started in 1997. 1998, we delivered our first machine. We got the first order from Coca-Cola to deliver, on which we actually made a bet whether we would deliver in time or not. And we delivered in time, because when they came to see our small factory, and they couldn't believe whether we can really deliver it as we have promised. Soon after, we realized that this factory is not enough for our expanded ambitions. So that is where we were able to persuade our German partners to go for a new factory. And we built the factory on a much larger scale compared to from there. The successful completion of this new site with the buildings all ready and getting Honorable Shri PM, who was the CM at that time, Narendra Bhai Modi, to come and inaugurate. Because for us it was really a pinnacle which actually made a recognition for me and Yatindra in the industry and in the society at large. And it so happened that it has actually moved much faster, and we have actually added some more land afterward, and some further land we have added, and now we are proposing a further expansion and things like that. So this journey has been a story of continuous growth, continuously bringing the best technology from Germany to India and to deliver to the customer in time. India is notorious for not respecting time, as we all know. And we have always delivered in time and never had to pay any penalty for any of our deliveries, for example. Or for that matter, any performance guarantees have not been encashed by the customer. As a baby, when you consider it on the financial term, we may still be small because this is India. But in terms of profitability, we are number one in the whole global KHS. So if you take, let's say 10, 12 companies which are there in global, in this thing, I would say our profit contribution for at a global level is almost 30%. That my Klockner relationship, which started in 1982, still continued, and KHS were very gracious enough to honor me also, especially for my 40-year association. KHS is now, has just, let's say, 25 years in Indian system. We call it Kishora, Yuva Avastha, means the youth is getting over, and now we are getting really the adult to move forward for next 25 years. That is when we will actually achieve the great heights, which I am sure this company and this team with the foundation which Yatindra has laid, so the team will actually carry forward. Like every other company, the companies always outlive the people, or they outlive the founders. Only then it is considered to be really a successful founding of a company. I am sure our younger team will continue to maintain the standards to match the German technology or even surpass them.
That was Mr. Mahendra Patel. And now, out of the remaining 4, we will in person hear Mr. Sharma and Mr. Ghosh. But before that, let's take a look at the video which provide the glimpses of our journey for past 25 years. So could we have the next AV, please, for the 4? We were asked the question on.
At the same
we were
time,
asked the question on
exploring
journey.
the unknown with lot of optimism, willingness to learn, correcting from mistakes, and making it happen.
So these 25 years at KHS have been a hell of a fantastic journey for me. A journey that is defined by one undying passion to give out my very best at all times, 10 moments of enlightenment, 100 glorifying milestones, and 1,000 unforgettable stories.
I have completed 25 years with KHS, and that makes me extremely emotional. I am happy to say that the decision which I took 25 years ago to join KHS was right.
Well, 25 years with any company is a once in a lifetime thing. And I am surely considering myself as privileged to be associated with this company for past 25 years.
Today we have a state-of-art world-class manufacturing facility, and we have manufactured more than 3,000 machines, not to mention satisfied customer across the globe. All this is thanks to Sharma sir, a truly great and visionary leader.
The journey of the company has been from 5 to 500 families, from rags to riches, from starting off from a garage into this self-owned palace, and of course from negative customer sentiment to start with 25 years ago to the numero uno position today in terms of customer goodwill.
Yes, the journey has not been easy. It has been a bumpy ride sometimes, but overall it has always given us the challenges, and In the end, I would sum it up as pretty satisfying journey, and I am sure the younger generations, when they achieve this milestone in future years, they will also be in agreement with me.
So I have been always telling my team members that have a mind of your own and never be afraid of exercising it. This has been my experience over the last 25 years. Though being a rank outsider coming from outside the state, I never felt like that this company was following a son of the soil policy. And here, if you are meritorious, it is going to be noticed, and that's why I want everybody to be themselves.
I joined as a service engineer in 1997 and today I am a vice president of operation.
When I joined KHS 25 years back, we had a good presence in Coca-Cola India, but hardly any in Pepsi. I was tasked with this particular challenge. I got the first breakthrough in 1998. It was only after 8 years of my hard work, we got our first line order from Pepsi. Getting the entire line order from Pepsi for KHS was like getting the other half of the soft drink market for us.
One of the best memory that has stayed with me is from 2009 and 10 when we installed and commissioned first high-speed PET line at Coca-Cola in record time.
Well, there have been many achievements over these 25 years. The list is too long. But if I have to mention just one, I think it was the day when I was inducted into the board of KHS India way back in 2011. That is one moment I will always cherish.
If we talk of milestones, there have been many milestones, and I would never ever define a single milestone as my lifetime achievement. When we started our organization, we never had any experience of making equipment for beverage technology. Let me put it this way, that whatever we did many first. And these were first in Indian industry. Likewise, we were the people who manufactured labelers in this country, high-speed labelers for the first time. We delivered a complete turnkey glass line for soft drink, beer line, again for glass, for can. We also did a can line with energy drink, fruit juice, fruit pieces, whatnot. There have been many milestones what we have achieved during this 25 years.
The journey has been full of learnings and a complete roller coaster ride. My journey is incomplete without my team and colleagues. So many great memories, personal and professional.
And I am happy to say that my team has always enjoyed this excitement of doing something new, learning through, executing well, and doing it successfully.
Well, 25 years at KHS has been like a lifetime. It is no more a service for me, or I am no more an employee. I feel like as if I am a part of this family business called KHS.
I look forward to many more successful years with KHS.
Any journey starts with small steps. And while we talk about our association together, Mahendra Bhai and myself, it has been a journey of despair, journey of optimism, journey of exploration, all put together. While we did DESMA successfully and we had visit of Mr. Klaus Hugo Schmidt, where he said in our office that next project is KHS and you are going to do it. So after he went to hotel, we were sitting together and he asked me that, look, this is a very big project. What is your view? Are we going to do it or not? If you do it, then I will say yes, otherwise no. And I was really thrilled with this kind of confidence which we have enjoyed all these years together. And this is what started our journey of KHS in office room of DESMA.
We may have lost the plot a few times. We may have been termed as a black box by some of our German colleagues at times. But during this entire journey, never for once did we lose their respect and trust, their full support, and their 100% confidence in our abilities to deliver. So a big thanks to our parent company in Germany on this momentous occasion of the Silver Jubilee celebration of KHS India.
But at the end of the day, If you look at 25 years altogether, it is an exciting journey of joy, achievement and fulfillment.
And to, and to know more about this journey, let me now invite our Managing Director, Mr. Yatindra Sharma, to address us and share his experiences of past 25 years. Mr. Sharma has been leading the company for past 25 years, and I remember that small rented facility at Vatwa Industrial Estate to the great heights that the company has achieved today. Mr. Sharma, please. Saket, can we have the mic? Thank you, sir.
Good evening. Our friends, Mr. Akar, Mr. Resh, my colleagues, and all dear friends. Last few minutes, what we were watching, I think we were already into our memory lane. But it is time to reflect upon, it is time to look at what we have done, and more important is to look forward, that what we want to go and achieve. If I look at journey of KHS for 25 years, I think it is play of mind game. I mean, all of a sudden, you have a partner from global eminence coming to you and asking that can we work together, knowing nothing about us except our track record of working with Klockner in machine building successfully. We had no such background of beverage technology solutions, a company which was already at that point of time 120 years plus. So such a huge tradition and track record of an organization. And that also a company which worked with the most leading engineering company of India, Larsen and Toubro. And then coming to us, where Larsen and Toubro refused to go ahead with manufacturing project with KHS. They did good job in marketing KHS equipment in India. Now with this kind of scenario, somebody is coming and telling you that are you going to do it? I think it is all play of mind game. And then the thoughts which you evolve, the picture what you create in your mind. And then you take people along for a fantastic, exciting journey where everybody looks upon you and in your heart you know that you know nothing. But knowing nothing was a good start point for us at KHS India. And we work together to create a business with certain very important but very, very relevant equations with the customer. Likewise, we as an organization, whenever we are doing pitching, we always say that we have willingness to learn. We are here to learn from you. That was the starting point. Second point was that whatever we do with spirit of perfection. But we know very well that we are always prone to error. That was second confession to the customer. But the third confession to the customer was that yes, we will serve you and we will always serve you with smile. And even today my service engineers, they work day and night to bring a project on conclusion the way in which customer expects. The testimony is very much there, even in COVID period, even in earlier times, where my boys have given their hearts out without any complaint. And that is one of the foundation of success of KHS. we created a picture for ourselves that yes, here are exciting opportunities, and we are going to create an organization where what will be the basic elements of culture, the spirit of KHS. So we thought that innovation is always driven by imagination, not by knowledge. So we put our top dollar on imagination, that we would like to imagine, we would like to think out of box. Then we talk about whatever ideas come in, we would like to pursue them, perseverance. Once we are sure that yes, we will not leave them, we start focus that yes, it needs 110% effort. And with focus, full of action. And all this together, it has to bring joy. And I think all these 25 years as KHS team, we have enjoyed the spirit of KHS in every achievement what we have done so far. We have screwed up many times, but we have bounced back, we have corrected, we have kept customer happy. We have been frank enough to admit sometimes we have screwed up. Likewise, the very first PT project, the air conveyors were manufactured in the wrong way. The design itself was wrong. And I went maybe 11 o'clock night near Delhi in Dasna plant of Coca-Cola, and none of the bottles were moving from blower to filler. They were hanging on air conveyors. And somebody was pushing with, wooden stick. But all that we accepted, we corrected, and we are back into the game shortest possible time. And this is something which is going to take us forward. And I am pretty sure that this enthusiasm is not going to die. We also treasure our employees. For us, it is not customer first. For KHS, people first. Our own employees, they are first. If we are there, the business is there. If we are not there, there is no business. It cannot be a business and then we are. So that is the spirit what we have maintained so far, and we intend to continue. And we have seen some very emotional events. Many stories can be talked about, and they are very heartwarming, sometimes, even emotionally stressful. But I think we have enjoyed that people-first policy of KHS. Customer has been dear to us, but at the same time, we never find ourselves afraid. If something has to be taken up upfront with customer, we don't hesitate. That is the spirit of KHS. And that's what has helped us to grow, learn, correct, and bring in new things every time. And all these 25 years, as you have seen, that there have been a lot of new things what you have done. We are already on our path of next level of growth for next 25 years, maybe next 50 years, I should say, not 25 years. And I may not be there to see those 50 years, but I'm pretty sure that my team KHS, will make my partners very proud. And we are really lucky to have our partners who have been very supportive in this journey right from day one. We still remember the very first two projects which were helped by Mr. Petri in a manner. We could do these projects where, Kai, you will rather wonder that the conveyor parts, everything was manufactured in Germany, and then we assembled them in India. We were behind schedule on, Garant Packers, which we assembled them on site and made our customer happy. There was no time for us to assemble them in our plant. So all kind of roller coasters we have gone through. I am pretty sure many more such achievements, moments of joy, everything will follow. Let me wish you all the best. And this is the best gift what you can give it to me. That is year 21, 22, 23, which is going to be the bumper year for KHS in last 25 years. Something similar to what we enjoyed in 2007, where for any Indian entrepreneur to create and surpass 1 billion Indian rupee business benchmark, which is something which was looked upon by any such startup in those days. We were also a startup. And in a single year, from 600 million, we jumped to 100 million, 1,000 million, 1,500 million, and 1,750 million in a single year. And that was a real, inauguration of KHS India with the new facility. And same, we are now planning to work out our next level of investments. And I'm pretty sure this year is just not the blip on the radar. Many more such years will follow. And let me wish you all the best. And thank you all for being my teammates and to make me satisfied with whatever we have done for all these 25 years. Many of my colleagues have stayed with me right from day one. And many of you are there, which maybe for 20 years, 15 years. And I'm really grateful to all of you to lay such a high level of confidence in somebody who knew nothing in terms of doing this business 25 years ago. I mean, just reminds me a small anecdote, and this is not related to business. This is with our Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. He was leading front at Burma border in Second World War. And one of the Subedar was very unhappy with Sam, and he was telling everybody that I am going to shoot this fellow. I am going to shoot Sam Manekshaw. This fellow is a lousy fellow. And Sam was informed that, look, this fellow is talking like this, and let us be very careful. So he called him and also gave him punishment and reprimand. But at the same time, he gave him the duty of watching and making safe sleep for Sam Manekshaw, where outside the tent, that fellow was standing, and inside the tent, Sam Manekshaw was sleeping. At the same time, he was also worried that what next? But anyway, it is all game of trust. And what you can say, working together makes things happen. It is all due to trust. And with that, I will just say one thing. Again, I go back to the mind and say, नजर बदलो नजारे बदल जाएंगे, सोच बदलो सितारे बदल जाएंगे, कश्तियां बदलो किनारे बदल जाएंगे. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sharma, for taking us through the joys and pains of past 25 years and the inspiration to the young leaders for next 50 years. I would now like to call upon Executive Vice President and Board Member of KHS India, Partho Ghosh, to come and address us. I still remember our first journey to Germany in 1998 for the first training program that we had together at KHS GmbH. And I have seen young Partho blossom into a leader, and he leads RC India today. So I would just leave the rest of the words for him, Partho.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. You're doing a great job, and not just here. So, a very good evening, and a warm welcome from my side as well to Kai, Martin, Yatindra, and all my dear colleagues. It's very difficult to encapsulate a journey of 25 years in a speech of 5 minutes. So I really don't know where to start from. But let me start by congratulating each one of us present in this room today, and also a few who are not present today but have a rightful claim to this immense, colossal, and collective achievement of a milestone which we are celebrating today and also for the rest of the year. Many of you might be knowing that this company started off with a meager capital of 125,000 euro 25 years ago. And by now, we have generated accumulated profits of nearly 100 million euro in a span of 25 years. I think that says a lot about the DNA of the company. And I think each one of us present here can be very proud of our own individual contribution towards making this feat and this day happen. Now, with respect to my individual journey, I think it is so very vividly etched in my memory that it almost feels like that it is yesterday I walked into Mahendra's office trying to hand over the remains of the L&T KHS business. And by the end of the day, I came out having been offered a job at KHS India. So time has flown ever since that fateful day in 1997, and how? As you all saw in my AV, this 25-year journey for me has been one of self-discovery through 1,000 unforgettable stories. In fact, sometimes I wonder whether I should write a book, probably post-retirement, chronicling some of these stories, which are fun, exciting, and even insightful at times. But for today, I must resist the temptation of narrating even one of them, primarily for two reasons. One, of course, that I don't want to steal the time and thunder of some of the heavyweight speakers who are lined up to speak after me. And in fact, it's not always that the entire KHS India family gets to hear from our KHS GmbH board. And it's a great opportunity for all of us. And the second reason, of course, is that I don't have a glass of champagne on my hand, which will set me into the mood of storytelling, of course. So let my stories wait for another day, and instead let me try to articulate some of the thoughts and emotions which I'm going through right now. And I would say these thoughts are basically about overwhelming gratitude. Gratitude to our parent company and also the powerful brand KHS, which has been built with the sweat and toil and dreams and passion of thousands before me over a period of 150 years. That fact itself gives me goosebumps. Gratitude to my seniors, my peers, my direct and indirect reports who have encouraged and enriched me over the last 25 years. Gratitude for our customers who have trusted us and driven us real hard towards the path of excellence. For our suppliers who have stood by us in difficult times. Our competition, of course, from some of whom we have learned a lot of things, and they always keep us on our toes. Our ex-employees, some of whom left for greener pastures, and the others have retired or are on the verge of retirement, having served the company with distinction. Gratitude also for those few unfortunate souls who have left an indelible mark on my heart and also stamped their footprint in the success map of KHS India, but cut their journey short and left for their heavenly abodes much, much before their time had come. So, the faces of Bhupendra, Uttam, Navneet, and especially Jigar flash in front of me as I remember those departed souls. And lastly, gratitude for all of our families who have sacrificed a lot in putting up with our crazy schedules and mood swings, have accepted initially with grudge and later on with grace our absence from many important family events and social gatherings, and in general have motivated us, to bounce back when the chips were down. So with that note of gratitude, I would like to end my speech but would still like to recall a few words I often hear Mahendra and Yatindra both speak. It goes like this, that business is forever young, only we get old. However, after 25 years, I feel that I have grown younger than when I had started off. And a voice from deep within tells me that I am now ready for newer challenges and adventures as I look ahead into the future with hope, optimism, resolve, and commitment. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen, for your patient hearing, and may you have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Partho, for covering so many things in such a short time. But there is also a crack team of 28 members who have put in not less than 20 years and more with KHS India. So there is a 28-member strong team which is also with us for so many years. And we would have liked as much them to be here and sharing their experiences, but which would not be possible looking to the shortage of the time. So we have captured their sentiments in form of a video. And the one question that was asked to them was to describe their bond with this company, each one of them. And this is what they had to say. Could we have the AV of 20 years above, please?
Having completed 25 years, KHS India is in prime of its youth. Let's hear from the ones who have grown with the company since the last 20 plus years as to how strong the bond is.
KHS के साथ मेरा बॉन्डिंग इसलिए है क्योंकि KHS हमेशा ज़िंदगी के साथ में भी रहती है और ज़िंदगी के बाद में भी रहती है। चाहे वो अर्थक्वेक के समय मेरा घर रिबिल्ड करना हो या कोविड-19 में जो भी एम्प्लॉय सफ़र हुए थे उनको एक फैमिली की तरह ट्रीट करना हो।
My journey at KHS started as an 18-year-old. KHS has not only accepted me with love and care, but also my family members.
With this long life bond, it is growing and strength day by day.
पप्पू पास हो गया, जो इम्पॉसिबल था वो KHS ने पॉसिबल कराया।
My bonding with KHS comes from me being a part of Team KHS, where success is shared and one is never made to feel alone.
My bond with KHS is lifelong, consistently caring, motivating me to excel professionally and personally. I will always remember its excellent work environment, spirit of teamwork, and to face the challenges to reach up to the goal.
सिर्फ मेरे लिए ही नहीं, कईयों के लिए भी सच होगी ये बात भी, KHS ही होगी जिंदगी की रियल शुरुआत भी।
Happy to help in all situations 24/7 to all employees personally and professionally.
Today I feel happy to be part of 500-member strong KHS family.
I am associated with the best company which take care of employee professionally and personally.
ये KHS का मजबूत जोड़ है, टूटेगा नहीं।
One KHS family working together with challenges and joy.
A bonding that blossom via embracing the challenges one after the other, my biggest driving force.
शुरुआत करने के लिए महान होना जरूरी नहीं है, लेकिन महान होने के लिए शुरुआत करना जरूरी है, जो KHS ने कर दिखाया।
It's a simple case of bond with the best.
It's amazing to work with KHS. Enjoy every moment of it.
Being part of a winning team in every difficult situation via faith and trust in each other.
An emotional one. KHS was always there to stand by with me in my most difficult times.
It is natural, emotional and
pure joy, like between a parent and a child, guiding, protecting and developing me.
Joined KHS as a teenager. I never realized when I got finally welded and machined with this company. I call this my second home.
A bonding for life, a journey of maturity from youth to middle age. Given a choice, would like to repeat it all over again.
It is best described by.
It is so heartening to hear these emotional words from our colleagues. Now, as we move on in this program, it's now time to hear about the different perspective about KHS India. The perspective from our parent company, KHS GmbH. So we have the two directors available today, and we will be hearing them shortly. But before that, those who are not present. So let's first hear Dr. Johannes Grobe, the CSO, global CSO of KHS GmbH. He has sent this video for us. Dr. Grobe's video, please.
Dear all, KHS India was founded on May 26, 1997. 25 years has passed since then, and I'd like to heartily congratulate you on this great day. Sadly, I cannot be with you today at the opening ceremony for various festivities to mark 25 years of KHS India. However, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to express my warmest congratulations to you in person, even if only digitally. Initially a joint venture with a local engineering company, over the years KHS India has developed to become a recognized manufacturer of filling and packaging machines. Right from the start, KHS India has been an essential pillar of KHS worldwide concept for local presence and proximity to the customer. You know the demands of regional markets. You develop and manufacture single machines and turnkey lines locally according to these customer demands. A solid knowledge base has been built up, not just regarding the various technical and technological design, engineering and production options, but first and foremost with a reference to our expertise in sales and service. KHS India thus enjoys very special relations with its customers. You provide excellent consultancy and service and are distinguished by your ability to find specific answers to the requirements of your clients. You do so not just for local beverage bottlers, but also and above all for the big global players. In the future, KHS India will continue to be an important and reliable partner to KHS worldwide. The KHS family can build on this pillar of support in sales and service, in engineering and production, and more. I've come to know and appreciate KHS India as an extremely agile and committed member of the KHS group. I wish you and us all the best for our future together. I hope you enjoy many interesting conversations with our customers during the forthcoming celebrations.
Ms. Beate Schiefer, the CHRO of KHS GmbH, she has not sent us a video, but she has sent this short message, which I will read it out for you, and we can have her picture here. It goes without saying that I will be attending the celebration with my thoughts and heart, thanking everyone who has tirelessly played their part in the impressively successful development of KHS India over past 25 years. In this spirit, I wish an unforgettable celebration and continued success for KHS India and its staff, even beyond next 25 years. Thanks, Mrs. Schiefer. And now to talk about the two other gentlemen who are on the board of KHS India, Dr. Joachim Konrad and Mr. Frank Holman. Mr. Konrad is actually on holidays, so we couldn't reach him and get his video. But Mr. Frank Holman was kind enough to send this video at the last moment, which we'll play shortly.
My dear colleagues at KHS India, you celebrate Silver Jubilee, but I feel like it's our golden year this year. Some of you know that I did a motorbike tour in the Himalaya 3 years ago. So let me do some comparison to that. I'm feeling quite comfortable and safe with my co-riders from India. I know that the leaders of the tour are very experienced, know the right tracks, also the dangerous areas, and do not expose us to a big risk. As I see it, our team reached the Rotang Pass already, and I'm looking forward to reach Kadungla together with all of you. Seeing the passion with which you all are working on our common success, I'm 100% sure that we can reach any target we want to reach. Let me thank you for all the years of close and successful cooperation and tell you that I'm looking forward to the years of joint fighting for even more success. Unfortunately, I'm not able to join the celebration today, but I wish you a very nice evening, a very nice celebration, and look forward to all the years which we will fight together in the market for the success of KHS. And in the sense of one KHS, we will reach all the targets again which we want to reach together. Thanks a lot for that, and all the best. Hope to see you very soon. Bye.
Nice to see Mr. Holman wearing a Modi jacket. So, we have heard the commandos and we have heard the crack team. The next team, which we are going to hear about, is a teenager team of India, KHS India. Teenager, not by age, but by virtue of their number of years in the company. This is the team which has spent between 11 to 20 years. And the one thing which we asked them was, what is missing at KHS India? And these were the answers from that team. AV, please.
Crossing 10 and getting into teens. This is one period where every person is charged up and firing on all guns. He or she has so much to contribute and demand. And keeping that in mind, we posed 6 interesting questions and got straight from the heart answers from the KHS family members, some of whom have just entered their teens at KHS India, while others are about to exit their teens and move into their prime youth. In a quest for excellence, are there things that are still missing at KHS India?
KHS Indian equipment presence in European market.
I wish my chair would be more ergonomic. There is nothing missing except German beer.
Just like Women's Day celebrations, I wish we had Men's Day celebrations.
Outdoor adventure group activity once a year.
Yoga and physical fitness programs I really miss.
Bottle and shape capability, that is something which I find missing, which will enhance our market share.
It is the effective ventilation system at the offices.
Low volume instrumental music on the shop floor, which we had in a KHS Vatva factory.
I think high tea for every milestone achieved and ice cream for every new order.
A swimming pool.
Food habits and dietitian consultation occasionally.
In-house manufacturing of most critical components. I wish that blow molder manufacturing will start in KHS India.
One thing I find missing at KHS is R&D activities to enhance product capabilities.
State-of-the-art storage facility for one-stop spare stores.
One thing about teenagers is that while they have huge ambitions and great expectations, they are equally willing to contribute to make things better in the organization that they work for. Our teenagers are no different in voicing out. What could be better at KHS India?
In fact, it is me, myself, both as an individual and as a professional.
Navratri celebrations in the company.
Seamless know-how transfer from parent company.
Product training to KHS employees.
Our company cricket and volleyball teams' performance in external tournament could be better.
Paperless office and digitalization.
Any career journey in life is incomplete without stories about difficult mountains scaled and turbulent rivers crossed. Let's hear some of those challenging experiences.
Difficult to convince some German colleagues for timely KHT. The reasons, system and process gaps.
Treating KHS India's competency with kid gloves by parent company.
Explaining the concept of engine time stretchability to our German colleagues.
Explaining customer about on-site time management.
Knight Mary's experience of installing our very first air conveyor line at Coca-Cola Dasna.
Helplessness, despair, the news of loss of lives and the experience of life coming to a standstill during COVID pandemic.
Explaining the concept of standard cost to our German colleagues.
not proper in dispatch. Always we received material with lots of discrepancy. It will loss of both sides.
The first filling machine DPG and DRV testing at KHS India was most challenging.
Explaining to the custom officer that our filling valves are different than the normal available generic valves.
Without having full information of all these necessary documents and everything, I have to commit the delivery date.
Electrical and mechanical installation of Banas Dairy at Faridabad with remote support during COVID time.
KHS India has been nurtured and supported by KHS GmbH very closely. We are proud of our global lineage, and some of us love to talk about our parent organization with passion. Here's what they have to say.
Reliable partner.
Innovator of the highest order. Also adopt and implement new technology in all machines.
Encyclopedia, but currently index is missing.
Dependable knowledge partner.
Loosely knit global organization yet never fails to deliver.
Daddy cool.
Slow and steady, rather KHS India is too fast sometimes.
Weise und klug, wise and smart. Highly professional, but sometimes get caught in her own process.
In a normal humdrum of everyday business life, some colleagues stand out because of their unique traits and styles and bring a smile on faces of others. Here are a few glimpses.
standard statement.
I love Ravi Bhai's personalized mimicry.
सुमंतो सिन्हा, हाँ सुन रहा हूँ। पार्थो घोष, ये मैं क्या सुन रहा हूँ?
Emotional conversation of Mandip Singh Jadeja in Kathiawadi accent.
The brilliantly innovative excuses by Mr. Ravi Singh.
Our colleague Mehul Vyasa's British accent while discussing with customer.
I simply love the musical ability of Mr. Sharma and Mr. Ghosh.
Convincing nature of Suman sir.
Coolness of Mahesh Majetia sir with great smile.
Sense of humor of Vipul Soni, Kartik Nayak and Bhavin Panchal during immense working pressure.
The humor of Mr. Bhupat Chauhan, who create a smile in adverse situation of life.
Always excited on Sunday morning, Super Sunday songs by Ravi Kanetkar.
Baritone voice of Sailesh Rajgopal.
Heroic stories of Biresh Banerjee, which are exaggerated sometimes.
Paresh Shumakar, ability to fly low, F1 driving skills.
Medical advice and unconditional support by Falgun sir.
The trait would be Amat Chodo Yaar by Deepak Saxena.
Smooth dance steps of Partho sir, it's cool.
Is Abhishek Chandra. His ability to gain and lose weight at regular intervals.
Let the fun begin. At KHS, you don't need anyone to announce it. Why? Because fun is all around at all times. Hear it to believe it.
The mail acknowledgement will show delivered, read, but the answer we will get, send me an email, I will respond.
The small snack parties that happen at every corner of the factory and in the vicinity.
Additional activities done by an individual in the name of multitasking.
Discussions and explanation before and after performance appraisal.
It is the saucy, fast-spreading grapevine news.
Midnight parties and revelries post successful handover of project to the client.
Vociferous discussion between health conscious versus easy-go-lucky who don't want to do any type of exercise.
Last minute scheduling team meeting on the cricket match day. Answering to your boss without any preparation.
Hilarious comments from the spectators during company cricket matches.
Healthy leg pulling amongst colleagues.
Unsolicited share market trips from so-called experts of KHS.
Creativity exhibited during the Rangoli competition.
Many experts talk on dieting but not practicing themselves.
Post-lunch gossip under the car shade with oldies.
Giving an unsolicited advice like a politician with disclaimer, nothing official about it.
Guessing the increment amount as soon as the PMS forms are filled.
One thing that is real fun in KHS is speculation about the increment by all employees.
truly innovative lot that, And now, we'll take a look at some of the responses of less than 10 years, the inspirational lot. Let's take a look.
What is the most common thing about kids 10 years and below? Any guesses? They have a very long and aspirational wish list. And here's bringing out some of the future aspirations of the Kids Brigade of KHS India.
Be recognized as a best place to work.
1 week mandatory family vacation for employees.
I wish KHS employees can buy company shares.
I wish increased market share each beverage segment.
Willingness to proactively explore new ideas and future technologies.
More and strong employee engagement activities like Employee of the Month, news, blog and updates.
Leading player in aseptic technology for milk-based products and nutraceuticals.
One day, I would earn the right to drive back home my own Audi or BMW car.
Diversification to new product applications like edible oil and wine.
One more manufacturing unit in India with an increased portfolio of offerings.
Is well in the crown of KHS worldwide operations.
Increased portfolio of advanced machines.
Air business to mirror the success story of purchase business.
Harmonized working in true spirit of one KHS.
Export reach to 60 million euro by 2030.
My one wish is flexi timing.
Right support at right time via centralized spares management system to fulfill the demand of spare parts.
1. More leadership roles emerging to address growing aspirations of the millennials. And 2. The organization taking giant strides in IoT, 3D printing and Industry 4.0 technologies to stay ahead of the curve.
Would like to see Blomex and Plasmex coming out of our factory gate.
I wish to see our manufacturing plant getting expanded to Industry 4.0 compliant gigafactory.
I would like to see increased presence of women in KHS India, which will improve our gender diversity.
I am wishing that there would be a contemporary library to rejuvenate our tired minds for 15 minutes a day.
My one wish that more international colleagues work hand in hand at KHS India.
My one wish to see KHS as a customer's first choice in dairy and pharma sector.
RFID and barcode system for identifying material leading to an effective supply chain system.
KHS employee standing tall and strong, learning and getting better day by day.
I want to be adept at giving complete line solution, and along with KHS machinery's growth, my career also should grow competently.
KHS worldwide IT hub in India.
One day we will start manufacturing of the blowing machine in our Ahmedabad factory.
We want to become machine designer.
One wish that I'd like to see to reduce carbon footprint and go for green energy.
I wish there would be a training center for technicians and electricians at KHS India.
One thing that could be better is to develop a learning platform to enhance existing skills and knowledge.
One KHS, one team.
One KHS, one team. I would have loved to take some of the responses from the colleagues who could not be covered in the video, but looking to the time constraint, I will now, rather proceed for the next item in the program. So now is the time to invite our German guests. And first I am privileged to invite Mr. Martin Resch, the Global CFO and Chairman of KHS India Board.
Hello
KHS family, KHS team. No? It's a pleasure to stand here. Good evening for this curtain raiser celebration. So now it's time to go more in detail to standard costs, or what would you prefer? No? So thank you very much for this really great contributions with the last minutes now. But first of all, I want to thank the Superman, Ravi, no? for the moderation of this curtain raiser evening. Thank you very much. And please clap also your hands for the team's organization team. All this video is very impressive. You know? So me personally, I'm really touched about it. You know? Thanks a lot to the organization team. Yeah? Yes, it's a great pleasure to be part of this KHS family, of this team. It was 2005 where I met first another two supermen out of these teams. It was Mahendra and Yatindra. We met in Frankfurt. It's a Klockner office there, no? And at this time, the journey with KHS India started. No? I was also in this time, what's this? No, but I hope the blessing will last during the speech. No? So I was very impressed from these two persons, no? Natural leaders, entrepreneurs at its best, no? Creating a company together with a German, at this time, multinational with some difficulties, no? Clear vision, clear targets. No? I was impressed from the first minute on, no? And this was confirmed over the 17 years, which they are now, which are together with KHS India. From my clerk in KHS time, I'm very proud, no? To be a member of this KHS India board, no? And together with you this evening. So where do we stand with our KHS, with KHS India? 2020 will be a very favorable year, even much better than 2019. We have heard all these initiatives, all these good developments in all industries, containers, brought KHS India to be really a very important, significant part of the KHS group. No? This year, the contribution of KHS India to the order entry and even turnover of KHS will be more than 15 to 20%, which is a tremendous number compared with the part 5 to 10 years ago. No? Therefore, thank you very much to all of you, no? Your management, your leaders, but especially to you, the employees of KHS India, for this great success. So what is this? Is this the end of the journey? Definitely not. It's also not the beginning. We have learned this evening how it has started, how it goes on, how it was groomed, no? By very good managers and a management team to this point where we have to be very thankful that we have reached it now, that this is in this excellent shape in KHS India. But this is not the end, this is the middle of a journey. No? And all of us, and in particular, the contributions of the younger, not so long attendees here in KHS India showed that there is enough room, enough ideas to go on. And we will use, and this is also a promise from KHS Group, we will use this as a platform for further growth, for further development of KHS. What do I mean with this? There are maybe two aspects I want to touch here. No? We are now on the way to start our integration into the global systems and processes. SAP will be a very important word over the next months and for the next years. SAP, together with all our construction systems, our ECOS-ICON systems, our KHS Connect, will fully integrate KHS India in the process and IT network of KHS. This was mentioned in all these contributions here. No? KHS India has to be this integrated part for further growth and also for further contribution from India to the global network and vice versa, which is very important. Knowledge transfer, aligned technical processes, even for purchasing, for finance, anything will be based on SAP. This will be developed with this management we have today, and also some developments there for further development also of the organizational structure. This morning, this is the second part, we talked in detail about further investments in Ahmedabad, about further investments in our business in India, which could also contribute to the global business of KHS. Kai Acker will have some details for the technical aspects and the machine aspects later about this. From our economic and financial aspect, I can confirm and assure you that I personally, together with my fellow board members, will do anything to increase the importance of KHS India and to enable you for further growth and to have many of these curtain raiser ceremonies in the future, which very, very prosperous growth of KHS India. And so there are not only 5 supermen here now. My perception is that we have over 450 superwomen and supermen. Yeah. Thank you for the applause. And there is room for further application. Thank you very much this evening.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you,
Resh, for those words. And now I'm privileged to invite Mr. Kai Acker, the Global CEO of KHS GmbH and member of the KHS India Board.
Yeah, also from my side, good evening. I'm very happy to be here. Actually, I'm really extremely happy to be here because of Corona. As you all know, we were not able to meet in person. So I remember when Martin and I have been here in February 2020, last time in person. So it took, a long time to be here in person. So I'm extremely happy to be here. And I learned I'm a baby because I joined KHS 2018. When I started, we had the 150-year celebration, so you could see all the history of KHS group. Now we have the 25th celebration here of KHS India, which is fantastic to see. And of course, looking at what you have feedbacked to us, I'm of course now with 3.5 years with KHS, I'm a baby. So I'm still eager to learn and to continue the journey. Looking back at my 3 years, I think 2019 was a normal year in terms of, it was challenging. We had good order intake, we were extremely busy, but nobody was ever expecting such a thing like Corona and the COVID thing. And of course, 2020, we were hit heavily on the COVID side, I think worldwide. And I still believe that KHS did very well in 2020. We were at least positive. We were the only group within Salzgitter which was showing positive results. And because of what? Because of we were able, as a KHS group, to be as local as possible to the customers. So we were able to support our projects in US, in Mexico, in China, and of course here also in India, being as decentralized and local as possible. And walking through our plant today together with the team, with Mahesh, I think it's fantastic to see what you guys are doing here. You can do complete lines, you do the filling, the labeling, the conveyors, the bottle washers, all these things on a completely on your own. And I think that's really fantastic to see. And that was giving us all the feeling that our strategy, which we have kind of reinvented 2019, is right to be as decentralized, as local as possible and serve our markets where we are. 2020 we kind of recovered, and 2021 was as the second half year then extremely well. Now we have full order books. And of course, a big success story we see here in India is of course the Plasmax. I don't have to tell you. We were having fantastic customer visits the last 2 days. And the feedback we see from the market is really amazing to see where we are. I mean, we talk about Coca-Cola. We don't talk about any small customers. It's really big organizations. And I'm extremely proud to be part of this. And again, thank you all for making this possible. It's really fantastic to see all the many supermen and superheroes here. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that contribution. There's a saying, it goes like, either you decide to you decide to stay in the shallow end of the pool or you go out in the ocean. I think it was clear here this decision was clear to go out in the ocean. What KHS India has achieved here is fantastic. I'm extremely looking forward to meet you all latest in February 2023 to come together for the big ceremony. I wish you all a pleasant, fantastic evening, good talks, stay healthy, and looking forward to meet you all in person next year latest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kayakar. And now it's time to unveil the logo for KHS India, which has been specially created to commemorate this occasion of 25 years Silver Jubilee function of KHS India. So the logo inauguration will be done by today the word, which has been frequently used today is the super. So I will use the same word. Super 4 will do this. And Mr. Akar, Mr. Resh, Mr. Sharma, and Mr. Partho Ghosh, please come and face the audience, yes. And please press the button when I say 0. I will give you a countdown. I will give you a countdown, and once you press it, you can go back to your seats and then see the image. So, are you all ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. You can go back to your seats. So this is going to be the new logo, first choice, and you wish we deliver. So this brings us to the almost fag end of this program. Yes, this logo has a story behind it. We had run a competition in the company to select the logo for this 25 years Silver Jubilee function. And as many as 40 odd entries were received, and the jury had a tough time in selecting one. But finally, this was the choice selected, and there were two gentlemen who actually won it jointly. One for the logo, Jigar Parmar. Jigar is present here, he can get up. Jigar Parmar, whose logo design was selected, and the tagline, "You wish we deliver," was by Rohit Shane. Where is Rohit?
I would request them to come and meet Mr. Akar as well as Mr. Resh.
Please come forward, Jigar and Rohit. Now, apart from this logo, we have also prepared the mementos for everyone in the company to commemorate 25 years. One must remember that KHS India celebrated 25 years. And the first of these mementos will be presented to our guests from Germany. So I would request Mr. Kayaker and Mr. Resh to come to the stage once again. And to do the honors of presenting these mementos to them, would invite Mr. Mahesh Majidhia and Ms. Nirja Sharma to come and present the mementos. So here is Jignesh with those mementos. Ms. Nirja to Mr. Kayakar. And Mahesh Majidhia to Mr. Martin Resh. So this is the first unveiling of the memento. Thank you very much. This will be packed and given to you. And now I request you to kindly remain here because you need to now receive it on behalf of Ms. Schiffer, Dr. Grobe, and Mr. Holman and Mr. Conrad. So I would now request Falgun Desai and Shailesh Rajgopal to come forward and hand it over on behalf for Ms. Schiffer and Dr. Grove. There is also the shawl to be to Mr. Akar first. Shailesh will hand over to Mr. Ash. And now inviting Parimal Patel and Pramod Kasrekar to come forward and give it for Mr. Frank Holman and Mr. Joachim Conrad. Don't worry, we will not add up to your baggage. This will be couriered. You are only receiving on their behalf. And before we go to the next item, I would now like to call upon Heer Brahmbhatt to receive a small token of our love and appreciation from KHS family. That almost brings to the end of the program, and before we do this, just one small acknowledgement that I would like everyone to know about. The efforts put in by our colleagues for various things that we have seen today in our program and your journey to the factory. So the history wall was instrumental person was Rohit Shahane. Rohit, you can get up and receive the applause, please. The mementos, which were just now inaugurated, the team comprised of Ronak Vyas and Jignesh Patel. Ronak and Jignesh, wherever you are, yes, they are there. They are the ones who designed and procured, made this through our vendors. Logo contest, you saw how the logo is, and as I said, it was a contest, and there was a team which managed this, that comprised of Ajay Hari, Pranav Rane, Neville Panchal, Deepak Dodia. This was the team, and of course, Jigar Parmar and Rohit Shahane won the award. And last but not the least, today's program, the entire conceived and directed, and who also helped me to prepare my script for today, Partho Ghosh, and the complete execution and involvement in all those videos and AVs and voiceovers and everything, Nirja Sharma. So that's all for today's program, and now I would like to call upon Ajay Shah to propose the vote of thanks for today's evening.
First of all, I would like to admit here, I am not a good speaker, okay? I will try to justice this job. If there is any mistake, I know that I am confident you will be excuse me. Respected Global CEO of KHS GmbH and Director of KHS India Board, Mr. Kai Akar, Global CFO of KHS GmbH and Chairman of KHS India, Mr. Martin Resch, Managing Director of KHS India, Mr. Yatindra Sharma, and Board Member of KHS India, Mr. Partho Ghosh. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all. Thank you is not such a prayer. Thank you is such a prayer which cannot seen and touch. It must be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged to get this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of KHS India. We are happy and grateful for this successful event. I, on behalf of KHS India, convey the deep regards and sincere thanks to Mr. Kai Akar and Mr. Martin Resch for sparing their valuable time for us from their busy schedules and gracing this event. My sincere thanks to Mr. Yatindra Sharma for providing so much value to our audience and employees. We are all inspired by your words. Sir, my words are not enough to express my gratitude. I would like to thank to Mahendra Patel, Mr. Frank Goldman, and Mr. Dr. Grob for boosting our morale through video message. We would like to express our gratitude to Partho Ghosh for giving KHS Insta story, journey, and experience. Such event of big dimension cannot happen in overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very young engineer club and sports and cultural team led by Mrs. Nirja Sharma and Ronak Vas. We would like to thank to both of them and team members for their great support to make this happen. We would like to thanks to all the known and unknown hands that contributed to success of the Silver Jubilee function. Thank you to Heer Brahmbhatt, daughter of Abhinav Brahmbhatt, for her excellent performance on Ganesh Vandana. I would like to thank my mentor, my guru, Ravi Kanetkar, for hosting this stage. No need to mention Nillet's great job he had done. I think we have to do a big round of applause for him. Last but not the least, I would like to thank Gaurav and team for managing this event successfully, and our own Biresh Banerjee for organizing transportation service for our team members. Without you guys, this event was not possible. Once again, thank you to all of you. If time is money, then you all have spent millions for us. At the end, I would like to thank each one of you for being of this part of this event and journey forward. I am grateful for giving me this opportunity. With sincere feelings of gratitude, I would like to take your leave. Have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Just to add to what Ajay said, there are two other people to whom we are thankful for today's program. One is Shali Bhadra for the videos that he and his team have made, truly acknowledged. And Bhadresh Bhai and team, where is Bhadresh Bhai? For the excellent videography and photography. And that's all for today's program, today's evening. But let me assure you, this is only the beginning of the celebration of 25 years. So it's not the end, but it's beginning. So that's all. I'm signing off from the stage. Thank you very much. And now I invite you all to join us for the high tea at the back of this hall. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.